Aloha! Chef Jean-Pierre version of a Pokeball. I don't even know how to say aloha. You know that's not going to be traditional. Friends, remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Stay tuned. We're going to have fun together. Well, hello there, friends. I don't know if it's Pookie, Poqueto, Pochettino, I don't know. Don't worry about it. It's a Pokeball. It's a ball with rice. Hey, I don't want to hear from the people in Hawaii say, this is not traditional. I know it's not traditional. It's a Pokeball a la Jean-Pierre, and you're going to have fun with it. It's a bowl of rice, then we're going to make a fun with it, and then we're going to put some fish with it, and we're going to use a beautiful tuna. You can use a salmon, you can use a shrimp, you can use a bunch of stuff with it. And I'll write you some substitute you can do. But first, tuna. I got beautiful tuna right here. And remember, number one thing when you buy the fish, no smell. Smelly fish, not so fresh. Okay, so I got it right here. I'm going to cut it in little pieces because it's going to be, I want you to be able to eat it with a fork or with a spoon. And everything has to be bite-sized. Can't be no big pieces will go in there in a bowl and cut, okay? So, this is a beautiful piece of fish. As you can see, it's about a pound and a half probably. And I want to cut it in dice. And yeah, you can cut it in big slices like this. And then cut it in julienne and cut it in dice. But this is a little more difficult for people that are not so good with the knife to cut all the way down from here. So what I like to do, I like to tell you to do, is you cut it right there, and then you make some slices right there. And then what we'll do, we'll take those slices, you see, they're right there, right? So we take those slices, and we put them on top of each other, just two of them, don't try to do too many, and then cut. By the way, the knife I'm using is a slicer. And it's a very thin knife, but you can do it with a nice chef's knife if you have it, as long as it's very sharp, right? And remember, everything bite-sized. If you put too many on top of each other, it's going to be difficult to cut. All right, so here we go, right there. And then you take your julienne. You put them on top of each other. From there, this beautiful tuna. From there, my friend, you take it and you cut it in little dice, okay? So, not to make the video too long, because I got a lot to do, I'm going to continue doing that. And then as soon as I got it all cut, we'll come back and I'm going to show you how I do the whole thing. Okay? So I'll be back in a couple of seconds. Okay, friends. Well, remember, take the time. Make sure they're nice and cut. Okay? Nice, same size. Remember, texture in this dish is the most important thing we need to learn. Okay? Texture. Texture is a conductor of flavor. Don't forget. If I give you a big piece of tuna with a little piece of tuna, that's different. I promise you, that's different. If you have to bite on it, it's completely different experience than if you don't have to bite on it too much. Completely different. We're going to make a little kind of ponzu, if you will, where we put a little soy sauce and some fruit juice in it. And I'm using a tangerine juice. You can certainly use an orange juice for this. We're going to put a little bit in it. And the reason why I'm doing on the side of it, all this on the side, is because I'm going to marinate the fish with it. But before I put it all in the fish, I want to test it to make sure it's good. So it's really important, right? I got some toasted sesame oil, really good quality toasted sesame oil. This is going to be one of the main flavor of today's dish. So it's really important to use a high quality. Soy sauce, you can use, you use a good quality soy sauce. Tamarind, low sodium is a nice soy sauce. I mean, there's a lot of great sauce out there. You can spend $40 for a bottle of soy sauce, okay? Some of them are very expensive, but it's worth it. This is very good. Senjin, tamarind, very good. We're going to use a little bit of rice wine vinegar. Just a little bit. And then we're also going to use a little bit of mirin, which is a sweet rice wine, okay? And we're going to put those together, and we're going to test them and to see how we're doing with it, okay? We're going to test it first. And you know what I forgot? I like to put a little bit of hot sauce in there. And I'm going to take it out. Just a little bit. I'm going to put some sriracha in there because everybody has sriracha and it's nice. And I made a mayonnaise with sriracha also. So, okay, so we're going to put that in there. We're going to mix it up. And we're going to test it. Maybe a little bit more. What do you think? This is the kind of thing we really don't need to measure that good. And then we're going to put a little bit of ginger. I got a little bit of fresh ginger there for that. Then we're going to use the microplane grater. Very little, just a little bit. Be careful with this thing, because that's how you make pink ginger. And a little bit of garlic. Very little garlic. All right? And then we got a little bit of chopped shallots. Chopped shallots. I'm going to have a mess by the time I'm done in here with all the product I'm going to use today. and some green onion. All right? Green onion. All right? And then what we're going to do, we're going to mix all this. And we're going to test it to make sure it has the right balance. To make sure it has the right balance. No, I didn't put any salt because usually you got plenty of salt in that soy sauce. Delicious. You see, it needs a little more soy sauce. So do me a favor, when you do make this dish, friends, okay, play with it. I want you to test it a little more. I want you to test it to make sure you can actually test all the ingredients. A little more tangerine juice in there. You make it, it's okay. Sure, I can write a recipe so you can have it. I give you an idea, but do yourself a favor, though. Do test it, friends. Do test it. Delicious, delicious. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it on top of our tuna, and let me get a spoon, and then we're gonna mix all this. And this, friends, I highly recommended you make it 2 or 3 hours before. Let all this marinated in your mix. It'll make your fish so much better. Let me put a little more green onion on it there, friends. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a little bit of sesame seed in there. I'm gonna add some white sesame seed to it, just a little bit, okay? And remember, this is my recipe, my idea, friends. Be careful with this. Jean-Pierre, don't go in there and put the whole thing. It's my idea. Have fun with it, folks. Remember, it's only cooking. This is not rocket science, eh? Anybody can do this. I promise you. I guarantee you go to a restaurant, you'll pay a fortune for this. And there's no reason for it. So mix it up really good. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Okay, put it in the fridge for 3-4 hours. And then you can eat it. In the meantime, I'm going to put it in the fridge right now. And now, I am going to play with the rice. Now, the rice, my friend, let me clean up my cutting board over there. The rice, my friends, normally I've had it with plain sushi rice. Plain sushi rice. All they do is put a little bit of rice wine vinegar to it, and that's it. And it's kind of boring. But we don't do anything boring in this kitchen, and we don't do anything traditional in this kitchen. So what we're going to do, we're going to put some rice in there, and we're going to have a little fun with it. Okay? So we are going to put a little bit of the mirin, the sweet rice wine. Then we're going to put a little bit of pomegranate seed. They're going to give you a really cool, nice texture, surprise you when you eat it. Don't put too much, just a little bit. Remember, less is more. And then sunflower seed in the rice. And the whole purpose of doing this, friends, is texture. Texture, remember, texture is a conductor of flavor. And then we're going to put some black sesame seed. Again, they don't give you much flavor, those guys. They give you no flavors. But they're really cool for texture. It's all about texture. It really is. It's all about texture. So this is our rice. This is the rice we're going to use. All right? We could have had a little bit of green scallion in there. And that would have been kind of cool too. You know? We could have. And guess what? We got them right there. So I'm going to do it quick. I'm going to do it quick. Well, very thin. Very thin. Very thin. I don't want them to be too... too much present, if you will. I don't want you all of a sudden you got, see, just a little bit, very thin. Very thin. You notice that? I did them like super, super thin, right? So they're in there, and they're going to give a nice little onion flavor, but still be delicate. We're gonna put some. We're not gonna put some salt because we got enough salt in there. We're gonna put just a little bit of black pepper in there, just a little bit of black pepper, and of course, since the toasted sesame oil, you gotta buy a good toasted sesame oil, friends. It's a signature of a dish. We're gonna put a little bit in it, very, very little. You see that was like nothing, but I promise you, the rice by itself. Is a dish. The rice. I did not use a sushi rice. First of all, not exactly easy to find everywhere. Not in Florida anyway. Grocery store. But I said, you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna cook it with basmati rice. I can hear the people in our ear already say, "Whoa!" But I already told you it's not a traditional one. I'm using a jasmine rice that I cooked in a chicken stock with butter. I'm gonna make a video on that for you to cook the perfect basmati rice or jasmine rice. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Okay, what else are we doing now? Well, we're gonna start putting our bowl together. Ready? One more thing. I'm gonna put a little bit of shredded carrots in there, friends, and you can shred them with a vegetable peeler. Or you can shred them with a knife, or you can. I'll show you this tool right there. You can buy this on Amazon. I'm going to show you. Okay, it's really a cool tool. I think $10. Mamma mia, it wasn't expensive at all, and it gives you julienne, so you don't have to go in there and cut it. But you want to make them short. You don't want long julienne, otherwise it'll be too long, and then you'll have to cut it, right? So look, it's really cool, friends. You go in there and you go like this, and look. See, it already cuts the julienne, so make short. You see how cool that is? $10. You don't need to be an expert here with us. Look at this. A child could do this. No, really, a child could do this, that's for sure. Normally I say that, people go, oh, my child couldn't do this, so you could do this. All right? So, remember, texture is flavor, friends. What is perfect for carrots? A little bit of dill. Is it going to go in there? Yeah, it's going to go in there. So we put a little bit in there. And what else is the signature ingredient of our dish? Little sesame oil. Will it go well in carrots? You can bet on it will. A little bit right there. Boom. And we're going to mix this up. And we're going to mix this up. And right there we got carrots that are going to be really cool tasting. They're going to be really, really cool tasting, but they'd be better if I put a little bit of black pepper on them. You see? Now all of a sudden, look, you got cool carrots, right? Then we're gonna do, we can put apples, we can put cucumbers, you can put so many things in there, friends. Okay? Let me wash my hands real quick. Avocado, we're gonna do an avocado. I'm gonna show you how to cut an avocado correctly, my friends. All right? Now, I know it's a lot of preparation to do, but you can do it. You can do it. Just take your time. It's not like something you do. Kids are hungry. Let's make a poke bowl. Well, you could, really. You have the rice cooked in the fridge, right? An avocado. When you buy an avocado, friends, make sure it's soft everywhere. If it's not, put it in a brown paper bag, tie it really, really good. 1 day, 2 days, it's going to be nice and soft, okay? We're going to cut it in half and we're going to dice. I'm going to show you the proper way to dice. And I want to make sure I'm finding my thing. We're going to go right in there. We're going to cut. We're going to go around the knife, just like this. Really simple. We're going to peel it open. And now we got to remove the seed. Take it. Oh, you come back over here. Well, this is giving me a hard time. Here it is. Now, what I want to do here, friends, let me get another spoon, is remove, too small. We gotta get you get out of here. You see, this one's gonna give me trouble. It's got a bad spot in there. We're gonna go in there and we're gonna remove the whole thing. Right? Put it upside down. Do the same thing here. And when you do it, you're scraping the shell. See, then you come out. Now this piece right there is broken. It's not broken. It's I got a dark piece over here. It's like when I get tomatoes. I got a bad piece in there. See it right there? Got to get out of there, you. La mamma mia. It's gonna be all the way in there. You watch. It's gonna drive me crazy. You watch. Oh no, it's not too bad. You know, I don't like things that are not perfect. So look, I'll remove the the too ripe thing. Mamma mia, I had to pick one that was too ripe. So now I'm going to cut them. I'm going to show you. To cut, we want to make sure we don't mangle it too much. We want to cut, so we're going to go a straight cut. We're going to go another straight cut. Careful with your fingers. Then don't move it. Keep it straight. One cut. Two cut. Remember, don't move it. Don't move it. Three cut. Move it on the side and hold it together when you do that because it's holding together. You see? And right here, my friends, you're going to have yourself some beautiful avocado dice. See? Perfectly diced. So it's perfectly ripe, actually. It's perfect. It's a little too ripe. But let me tell you, I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather have a too ripe. You know, maybe I'll remove that whole thing right here. What do you think? Yep. Goodbye. I'd rather have a too ripe avocado than a green avocado. They don't taste like nothing. At least the too ripe we know are going to be perfect. So they're a little mushy because they're just a touch too ripe. You know, they were green yesterday. I put them in a brown paper bag and look what happened to them. Mamma mia. All right, here we go. Let me clean this up a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to have a huge mess. Clean my hands. And now, my friends, we got to be nice to that avocado, right? Because everything you put in that bowl going to have to be nice, right? So what do? Put a little shallots in there. Just a little bit of shallots in there will be perfect. And then we're going to put, where are we? A little bit of mirin. Just a little bit of mirin. A sweet wine, and the star of our show, a good toasted sesame oil. And now I can't open it. All right, so here we go. Whoop, very little. Otherwise you'll overwhelm them. Okay? And right here, my friends, a little bit of pepper. You have yourself little avocado. Then it's going to be delicious. Now, you can, if you're going to do this in advance, you could also put a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of acid. All right? So we got this, we got our rice, and what else should we put in there? I think we should put some cucumbers. Now, I sliced a few of them because I used the mandolin because they got to be super, super thin, right? So for this, you got to have a mandolin, friends. You don't have a mandolin, I'm sorry, but your knife is going to be very difficult. Be careful when you use a mandolin. It has to be super, super thin. I mean, like really, 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 really thin. Because, well, that's a little too thin. No, it's okay. It's okay. It has to be the whole slice. Okay, this is something we're going to use for decoration. So let me put this over there. But if it's too thin, it doesn't work either. It has to be thin, but not too thin. And a mandolin is really the right tool to do this. Okay, so remember, I always talk about texture. Texture is a conductor of flavor. So now, we have a cucumber cut in very, very small slices. And then what we're going to do, we're going to make little cubes of cucumber. So we just cutting it in half. Not cube, we're going to make a little triangle. Doesn't really matter. I'll show you. Oh, maybe a little too big. Let me see. No, that's going to be just fine. That's going to be just fine. And we're going to cut little pieces of it. Now, this, my friend, we got a bowl. We're going to make a little cucumber salad. Yeah. Now, you're going to say, well, let me tell you, friends, I want you to play with this because it's kind of fun. I want you to experience, when I tell you the texture is a conductor of flavor, this cucumber, my friends, right there, is going to taste completely different than this cucumber. Think about something. Put this in your mouth and put this in your mouth. Completely different texture, different experience in the mouth. Really, really important. Okay, so what do we do with this right now? Well, we're going to put a little bit of, I forgot, but I got right there a little bit of garlic olive oil. I forgot my garlic olive oil. A little bit of garlic olive oil, because I love it. Little bit of the toast sesame oil because that's the star of the show. A little bit of black sesame seed. And now we're going to have a little cucumber salad. Black pepper. We're going to mix all this up. Not with this spoon because it's got carrots on it. Going to mix all this up. Now, a little shallots would have been good, but I don't have any more. So I'm not going to stop the whole thing to cook. Okay? But you can do so much with this, my friend. Your apple. I was going to put some apple in it, but I don't have time. You can put apple with it. You can do so many different things, my friend, with this. Make a nice apple salad. You can do so many things. You can have fun with it. Remember, let's cooking. So now, let's make the bowl. Let's do it together. First thing we're going to do, friends, we are going to put the cucumber on the side of the bowl. Remember, cucumber is all over the place, right, in this dish. So we're going to put them. And we're going to put them where they stand up a little bit, you see? So you have it right there. Then we're going to put our rice. Now, tuna hasn't had time to marinate completely because this is kind of live and I don't want to cut it again. But you could certainly wait a few hours to do all this. You certainly don't have to do this. I'm just having fun with it because I love having fun with you guys. Let me tell you, using this YouTube channel is so much fun. You know, I was in a restaurant business and in a cooking school business for so many years, and it's always work, because you got a full kitchen, you got a full staff, you got a dining room full of customers. You don't have time to mess around. But when you got a YouTube channel, you can play around. And that's what happened after so many years of work, okay, my friend? We're going to put our rice. We're going to put this in the bottom of the bowl. Smells amazing. Everything smells amazing here, friends. How much rice you put in? That's really up to you. There's no right or wrong here. You do whatever makes you happy, friends. Give it some room for the tuna so the stuff doesn't fall. And this, my friend, is the beginning of a poke bowl. Pochettino, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be good. What's fun is it's exciting. Here you go, friends. Look at this. It smells amazing. I wish you were here. You know, at the school it was easy, or at the restaurant it was easy, because I would tell people, I said, oh, I made this over here, it's fantastic, and I'm going to make it for you. And they were like, oh, yeah. And I would go in the kitchen, and I would make it for them. You put this in the middle, put on the right, put on the left. Doesn't matter where you put it, really. It's really up to you at this point to have fun where you put things. Little your cucumber salad right there. Take some space. Take some of that carrots right there. I could have got a bigger bowl. What do you think? I should have got a bigger bowl because I don't have room to put all my stuff. Then take your avocado salad and put it right there, friends. I could have really have a bigger bowl. Maybe I make my thumbnail in a bigger bowl, my friends, I think. And right there, you have yourself a beautiful, and you know what, friends? A little white sesame seed on top. And you know what I forgot? I forgot my sauce. I made a little aioli, and I forgot it, but I have it right here. I made a sriracha aioli, mayonnaise and sriracha, anything you want, really. It's up to you. Right there, you take it and you put, I forgot to put it upside down, and you just go right there on top, my friends. And let me tell you, this is my poke bowl. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to have it. I'm going to have it right now. I'm excited. I'm gonna have it right now. Eat it with a fork, eat it with a... Now, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make it in a bigger bowl next time because it's gonna be difficult to mix. So I'm just gonna have to dig in, just like this, and the sesame seed oil, very good one because that's the star of the show. Everything is amazing. Make it big enough so you can mix it. For the thumbnail, you'll see I'm gonna make a much bigger one. Friends, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Call it whatever you want, but it's fun. Thank you for watching. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. We'll see you soon with another fantastic video. Thanks, folks.